So in the previous video, we discussed about the theory of the chip formations. So in this video, we're going to study about the how the mechanics of the chip formation and what are the different types of chips will be produced during the during the machining process. So along with the diagram, we're going to see about the what are the different types of chips will be produced during the machining process along with the mechanics of a chip formation. Yes, as we know that the chip formation is because of the force exerted by the tool from a tool to the workpiece. So the type of force which is exerted by the tool to the workpiece is about a compressive force. Because of that, the force which is exerted by the tool that causes the to remove the material in the form of chip at a shear zone. As we know that the chip formation, the tool will be classified into primary shear zone and a secondary shear zone. So the primary shear zone is the angle between the chip formation, the flow of the chip and then a axis above the workpiece. So this is the secondary shear zone is nothing but axis below the workpiece. So this is about the mechanics of chip formation is as the cutting tool is pressed against the workpiece. So the cutting tool is pressed against the workpiece, that is caused because of the force which is exerted from the tool, where that force causes to remove the excess material on the workpiece. As we know that the first condition is mainly the tool should be even harder than the workpiece in order to withstand the cutting force. If the cutting force cannot able to withstand by the tool, automatically what happens? So the breakage of the tool will take place without any machining process. So the tool should be always the tool should be harder, or it should be have a greater strength than the workpiece. So this is about a mechanics of a chip formation. So further, the chips has been classified into different types of chips has been classified or formed during the processes. First one is about a continuous chips, discontinuous chips, continuous with build-up edges. So again, we'll repeat once again. The classification of the chips or the types of the chips will be formed during the any machining process. It will be formed in the three categories, or the formation of the chips has been divided or classified into three categories. One is continuous chips, discontinuous chips, continuous with build-up edges. So these are the three types of the chips will be formed during the machining process. During the machining process, which is been formed. So first we'll say about the one by one. First one we'll say about the continuous chips. So then we'll go along with the diagram for the discontinuous. Then we'll discuss about the along with the diagram about the continuous with build up edges. So first now we'll say about the continuous chips. Yes, yes, we can able to see this is a diagram for a continuous chips, discontinuous chips, and continuous with build up edges. So continuous in this will be formed. This is of how the cutting continuous the chips will be formed. So this is how the condition would be continuous chips. So the discontinuous means, so this is the form how we can able to find the discontinuous, and the build up edges means we can able to see this is a small edges along with the workpiece where it can able to form this type of what we call it as build up continuous chips. The chips will be formed in the continuous, but it causes the build up edges. So now we'll say about the one by one. First we'll say about the continuous chips and how the continuous chips will be formed and what is the function of the continuous chips. So similarly, next we're going to say about the discontinuous, then we're going to say about the continuous with the build up edges. Yes, sir. So majorly the continuous chips we can able to see this is the diagram where this is the workpiece and this is the tool which has been removing the excess material, and the flow of the chips where this is what we call it as an or the direction which is what we say about the flow of chips in this particular direction. So in this the chips will be formed in the continuous means it will be not in the breakage or it will be not in the small pieces, so it will be the continuously the chips will be formed. So what happens during the continuous chips is we'll see in the theory part. So when the ductile or work materials are cut at an high speeds, see whenever we are going to cutting any ductile materials at an high speeds and relatively the small feeds and the small feeding and the depth is very small, depth of cut is small. So the long chips will be formed. So we'll repeat once again. When the ductile materials are cut at an high speeds, when you are cutting any machining process at an high speeds, and relatively the feed and the depth of cut is very small, so long chips will be formed. A good surface finish will be getting whenever the long or a continuous chips will be formed. Automatically, the good surface finish also will takes place. So the good surface finish results when the chip type is formed. See, the surface finish also can be obtained based on the types of chips will be formed during the machining process. So that causes the very good surface finish in the continuous chips. A sharp cutting edge on the tool and the low tool chip friction encourage the formation of cutting chips. See how the low friction causes between the tool and the chips is because we are running the machine at an high speed, but the depth of cut and the feed is very small. If I'm going to give the more depth of cut and a more feed, automatically the friction will be more between the chip and a workpiece causes also tool chip and a workpiece. But we are giving very the amount of the feed and the depth of cut is very small. Hence the friction causes very less between that. So that causes the formation of continuous chips. So that is one of the major reason to form a continuous chips to get a good surface finish, right? So we are giving the major thing in the continuous chips is we are running at an high speeds and relatively very small feed and the depth of cut and the long chips will be formed. So that is the reason the good surface finish will come into the picture. So next we'll see about the discontinuous chips. You can able to see the discontinuous chips. See again, this is the workpiece where you want to place the tool. So the irregular surface due to the chip discontinuous. See, you can able to see the discontinuous, that is the small parts or the small chips is breaking or it coming to the picture. So that is what we call it as a discontinuous chips because of the cause. When similarly here also we're going to start removing the excess material, you can able to see these waves is nothing but the irregular surface. The irregular surface, why the irregular surface is caused? The irregular surface is caused because of the discontinuous chips which is formed. Because of that the irregular uh, surface has been coming to the picture. Now we'll see about the theory for a discontinuous chips. Yes, when relatively brittle materials, example when we are machining in as in a cast irons at a low speeds, the chips often form into the separate segments. Because when you are running at a low speed, the chip often into the separate segment. That is separate segment means it is very loosely attached between the materials. So this tends to the impart an irregular texture. So this causes the separate segment causes the irregular texture to the machine surface. The irregular texture to the machine surface is nothing but because of the improper or irregular surface that causes the irregular machine surface. Why this causes means because the high tool chip and the friction between the tool and chip is high, because they're going to give the more large feed and depth of cut in order to promote the formation of the chips. So here why the discontinuous is because one is the low cutting speed and the depth of cut and the feed will be high, that causes the more friction between the tool and the workpiece, sorry, tool and the chip. So that causes the more friction between the tool and the workpiece. So that is a major reason. So the irregular segments will be formed. So that causes the breakage of chips will come into the picture and the surface finish is very less. So this is how the discontinuous chips will be formed. So next we are going to see about the continuous with built-up edges. So even this also that produces the continuous chips only. The tool you can able to see the workpiece. So even the continuous chips produce also, but some build-up edges will be formed. The particles of some build-up edges will be formed on the that particular surface. So we'll see about how the build-up edges will be formed on that particular surface. So when machining of the ductile materials, when we machining process takes place at a low to the medium cutting speeds, so the friction between the tool and the chip tends to cause the portion of the work material to adhere to the rake face of the tool near the cutting edge. See when the how the continuous chips will be formed with the build-up edges is when the machining ductile materials at a low to medium, when we are running a machine at a low to the medium cutting speed, so the friction between the tool and the workpiece causes the work material to header. Because of that work material header, the tool near the cutting edges, what causes the small edges will be formed between the on the surface of the workpiece. So this is about the three types of chips that is mainly formed: continuous chips, discontinuous, and continuous with build-up edges. So these are the some of the reasons why the chips will be formed in different categories or different types which have been classified. Thank you.